job and it all.
3:34 p.m. Guys, I'm serious. I got another note in my locker today. It's starting to freak me out a bit. Wait, again? That's the third one, right? Yeah, third one. Same handwriting every time. Some weird calm tone like they're watching me or something. What did it say this time? It said, "You act annoying in front of others but different when you're playing." I noticed that. Okay y'all, I won't lie, but that's kinda intense. That's so romantic, yo. It's not romantic. It's creepy, like who is paying that much attention to me? That's not random observation though. That's like someone who watches you closely every single day. Or someone who's always around you and knows your ass habits. See, that's why I am stressed about it, and it's not ass. No, because I need names now. This is the kind of shit I be living for. You're enjoying this way too much. Obviously. Okay wait, I'm thinking about it, and like, what if it's someone who sits near him in practice or like random games? Whoa cow. That actually makes so much sense. Someone consistent, not random. Thanks bae. Can we get back to the letters topic? Love letters. Bro. Okay, but like it's someone who sees him all the time but never talks about it. Or someone who looks quiet but is actually super observant. That narrows it down to half of us. Oh, yeah. It's not even just the notes. It's the feeling of it, like it's written by someone who already knows me too well. Like they're not discovering me. They're just conforming things they already decided about me. That's a weirdly specific way to describe it, because it feels weirdly specific at me. Maybe it's just someone messing with her dumbus. Brew, it sounds too detailed for a prank. Yeah, prank notes don't usually sound like therapy journals. Has anyone actually seen who's leaving them? Noel actually checked my locker between practice break and it's just there. No one around. So it's someone timing it perfectly so you never catch them. Or someone knows your schedule. Stop being mean to Skapu, but again someone close. Stop calling me that hoe. Y'all keep saying close like y'all know something. I do. Okay, that was creepy. Good. Okay, I'm narrowing it down mentally and I'm starting to feel insane. Because it has to be someone who watches Atsumu play regularly and also talks to him enough to understand his personality. That's not random admiration. That's familiarity. You're basically profiling him. I know. Y'all are overthinking this shit. Why are you so calm about this? Well, maybe because it's just notes. Just notes doesn't feel right when someone is describing me like that. Okay, but he's weirdly unbothered. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, OMG. I just don't think it's that deep. You always say that when something is actually deep. That's not true. He's defending himself really fast though, because I am accused of something stupid. That sounds kinda personal. 6:24 p.m. Wait, I have a theory. What if it's someone who doesn't know how to express it out loud, so they just write it instead? Again, smart as always. That's like anime level romance. Stop romanticizing stalkers. Sorry. I just keep thinking about the wording though. It doesn't sound like I like you or anything obvious. It sounds like someone who's observing me carefully but also trying not to scare me anyway. Like they want me to know they see me, but not who they are. Bro, why did that sound like you're being studied? I know I tease you and shit fucky, but like I'm genuinely scared. Stop with that nickname. Also, because it feels like that. This is annoying. You're just mad you're not mysterious enough to get notes. Shut up, Atsumu. Just be careful and do not encourage it. I'm not encouraging anything. I'm literally trying to figure out who's watching me like this. Still. Okay, I'm gonna say something. It has to be someone who reacts to him differently than everyone else. Like who notices things other people ignore. That's extremely specific. Well, maybe because these notes are extremely specific. Die. And someone who doesn't deny things probably when accused. Someone who keeps saying, "It's not me," but never explains it any further. I already explained it. You didn't explain anything, you just kept shutting it down. Because it's not me. That's not an explanation. It is for people who aren't obsessed with this. Wait, that sounded kinda personal. Yeah, like really personal. Atsumu, Did any of the notes mention anything only a few people would know? Yeah, actually. One of them said, "You try to act like everything is a joke but you stop smiling when you think no one is watching." Okay. That's not random anymore. Okay, I might agree with this, but it's actually too observant. Yeah, that's not general knowledge. Exactly. That's why I'm freaking out. Because whoever this is, they're not guessing me. They are watching me. Silence. Yeah, someone definitely is. Okay, now I'm actually unsettled. Fucky Sumu, I'll protect you OML. It's slowly growing weirdly to the wrong direction. Samu, stop with the nickname. I'm starting to love it, it's growing on me. So number, I love this but I also hate it. You would. Just say it then. If anyone knows anything, just say it. Silence. Why are you always the last one to answer but the first one to react when it's about me? I'm not. You literally are right now. Calm down, Tsumu. No, I need to know for my safety. Let him rin. Atsumu, you're making it worse than it is. Because it feels like it is you. Silence filled the group. It's not a love letter. Then what is it? It's just what I notice when I'm around you. Oh, you wrote them. I didn't call it anything. You wrote them. I said what I noticed. That's literally. Don't make it louder than it is. Why didn't you just say it normally? Because you would have made it a joke. Atsumu goes quiet for a second longer than everyone else accepts. You think I'd laugh at that? I think you laugh at everything. Not everything, Omi. Especially not that. Atsumu didn't reply immediately. That was the first thing everyone noticed. Data. Why did it get quiet all of the sudden? Sumu, I'm here. That was it. No joke. No caps. No chaos. That tone is scary NGL. Atsumu, take as much time to process. Yeah, Atsumu. Sakusa didn't send anything after that, which made it worse. Because Sakusa always responded fast. Too defensive. Too controlled. He stopped talking. That's not normal for him. He's probably thinking, that's worse. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This is the least surprising thing I've ever seen. Shut up. Now I'm serious. You two have been weird for months. We are not weird. You are literally arguing about love letters in the go. Okay, fair. But Sakusa, why notes? Because saying it out loud makes it feel too loud. That's disgustingly romantic. Shut it sooner. You wrote everything you notice about me. Yeah, like everything. What does that mean? It means I stopped before it got embarrassing. Wait, what does that mean? Okay, what now? I don't know. I didn't think I'd get caught. Capital L. I didn't catch you like you did something wrong. I just didn't know you thought like that. You still don't know everything. Then tell me. Not here. Why not? Because I am not saying my feelings out loud to everyone in this go before you get to know. $$. Well, we wanna know the feelings too. Just say it here, please. Don't you dare leave. We sat through this whole investigation. We deserve to know the ending. No. As much as I value Sumu happiness, I do not want to see them acting all cheesy and shit. AWH Samu. Shut the fuck up, fucky. Bitch, what? $$$$2. But fine. Let's take it to DMs, Omi. Okay. Tsumi left the chat temporarily. A few seconds later, Kiyoomi left the chat temporarily. No, bro, I was so fucking invested. They actually left. They took the best part away. I've been lurking, but it's actually for the best. Right. I am glad they decided to talk privately. Me too. Of course you would. Sorry, I didn't want to see coolie-like stuff on my phone, especially when it's about my twin brother. Insumi and Kiyoomi private messages. Well, it's just us now. Yeah, you really wrote them? I did. All three? Well, yeah, but there were four. Four? You never found the second one actually. Wait, what? It actually fell off your locker. Well, what did it say? There's a long pause. Kiyoomi is typing. Kiyoomi stopped typing. Kiyoomi started typing. Kiyoomi stopped typing. Finally, I don't remember actually. I remember it. Then tell me. I think you're kinder than you let people believe. Atsumu stares at the screen. He reads it again and again. You thought that? I still do. Most people think I'm just loud. Most people stop listening after you start talking. That's the difference. I'm serious. I know. When did you start looking at me like that? You know, I don't know. You do. There was a pause. Then, a sudden call from Kiyoomi. Atsumu looked flustered, shocked. Maybe he never called Kiyoomi for a serious topic like this. His heart was beating. A little too much for his liking. Hello. Atsumu pauses upon hearing Kiyoomi's voice. It was like how he always remembers but softer. It was weird, it was making him feel weird. Atsumu, yeah, I'm here. You asked when it all started? It started at the day of nationals. Which one? The one where you lost. Atsumu blinked. Dart, we lost. I know. Everyone else left the gym. You stayed behind pretending to practice serves. Oh, well, you weren't actually practicing. You were trying not to cry where your teammates could see. Atsumu stopped breathing for a minute. He genuinely doesn't remember telling anyone that. It feels weird hearing another person's point of view of that day. Really weird when he thought he was all alone at that day. You saw that? Yeah. Why didn't you say anything then? Because you didn't want anyone to. So I sat outside until you came out. It was you. Yeah. Me. You didn't talk to me. You looked like you wanted someone there, not someone asking questions. Atsumu felt his chest tighten. His voice came a little shaky. I didn't know you noticed things like that. I notice a lot, apparently. They both laugh. It's small but big enough to break the tension. So every note was just something you noticed? Yeah. There wasn't a grand plan? No, Atsumu. I wrote them because every time I tried to tell you in person, you'd smile. Isn't that good? And then say something stupid. Omi. Am I wrong? Well, number. Another pause hits. But this time it was comfortable. Can I ask something? I was waiting for your questions. Why me? Well, Kiyoomi let a soft hum trying to gather his words. Because you're loud enough for everyone else. But when you think nobody's paying attention, you're a whole different person. Atsumu doesn't reply. He just stayed silent listening. You take care of people without making it obvious. You get excited when other people do well. You pretend everything rolls off your back when it doesn't. I like that version of you first. A tear almost pricked Atsumu's eyes. Not because it's dramatic, because nobody has ever described him that accurately before. You know, for someone who says I'm annoying, you've been paying a ridiculous amount of attention to me. I know. Atsumu smiles. I'm kinda glad you wrote the letters. Really? Yeah. Otherwise, I would have never known you were looking at me like that. Can I tell you something embarrassing? Hit me with it. I was hoping you'd figure out it was me. Omi, that isn't embarrassing, that's cute. Don't. That's actually adorable. Don't call me adorable. Sugar. Being called sugar by a soft voice yet serious wasn't something Atsumu knew he liked. A blush creeped to his neck, slowly reaching his cheeks. Too late. Atsumu tries his best to sound normal, like he wasn't affected by the sweet name he was just called by. Kiyoomi chuckled. Well, you're still annoying. Yeah, but you like me anyway. I do. I like you way too much, it hurts my heart. Atsumu smiled so hard his face was starting to hurt. Well, I like you too, mister. I have a thing for annoying Atsumu. Kiyoomi laughed. Sure, fuck Isumu. Kiyoomi tried his best to hold his laugh, but he couldn't, as a laugh slipped his tongue. Fine, I'm sorry, baby. But, I need to ask you now. Huh? Mia Atsumu, would you accept me as your boyfriend? No, let's start slowly. Would you give me the best blessing in the world and start dating me? Atsumu eyes sparkled. Omi, you know, like you as much as you like me. Maybe more, to take it slowly, but yes, I'll be your boyfriend and date you. They both laughed as the conversation took turns into their daily laugh. Pause of their moments, volleyball matches, etc. 9:54 p.m. Back in the Balsi Passion GC. A notification. Tsumi has joined the chat. Hello, what happened? Sumu, you okay? Tsumu screenshots, transcripts, voice recording. How about none of that? I agree. Well, y'all are so damn nosy. Well yes, y'all left us before the climax yo. Well nothing crazy happened. Stop fucking with us at Sumu I'll beat you up bro. Threatened my boyfriend again, I'll fucking kill you. Boyfriend. Yo what? At Kiyoomi. Who told you? You could date Atsumu. Huh? He explained everything and he never meant to make me uncomfortable. He just didn't know how to say anything out loud. Samu, I'm okay, I promise. Fine. But if you hurt him, I am ending you, Sakuatsu Kiyoomi. Bold of you to think I would ever hurt him. But yes. Okay, enough. Did y'all kiss? Oikoa? What I want to know. No. Hold hands? No what? What about a hug? What the hell, no, we were in a call. Anyway, everything is cleared you guys. Sugar. I'm outside. Now. Tsumi went offline. Sugar? EW. Oh hell yeah, I'm fucking using that shit to annoying Sakusa in practice. Hinata, he will beat her ass bro, stop messing with the wrong people. Tsukapu is an easy target. Bro. Well, since everything worked out, I just wanted to say I knew all along about their little pinning. Ugh. Motoya enough. But yes, it all worked out. Time to spoil my baby. EW. Go away. Kiyoomi went offline. Well, I'm glad everything worked. I was actually going to report a stalking investigation. Sit down, Finn.